This is part 3, top 3 songs from the thrash legends Metallica. All right, we're up to Saint Anger. So Jason Newsted has left the band. Unfortunately, Jason Newsted was super cool with his hair, with the shaved sides. Any live concert with him swinging that hair around, pretty awesome. Unfortunately, led to some neck issues for him. There's the documentary on the making of this record. They didn't have a bass player for this one, so I believe it was Bob Rock, the producer, laid down the bass tracks, and then eventually Robert Trujillo wins the tryouts, and he's a bass legend himself. Awesome addition to this group. I was in college when this record came out. I was excited. One of the guys that I met up there bought this album, and so brought it over to the bachelor house we're living in, and we listened to this record a bunch while there. So I have some sentimental value to it, but this album got a lot of hate, and as you dig into it, the sound quality, I think it's the snare drum, there's just some things that are a little annoying about it. But when I listened to it again recently, because I haven't listened to it for a while, there's some good stuff on here, some stuff that has some good memories for me. So I don't love the album. I like it better than Reload. Just tell you that much right now. I'm going to go Saint Anger over Reload. But my top 3 songs on Saint Anger is Frantic. I think that's a good opener. Really long song. Well, not too bad. The next one's longer, but pushing 6 minutes. Good energy. But yeah, like Frantic, so opened up, I felt it was promising. And then there's a few others on here that are kind of like vying for spots 2 and 3. So ended up going with Some Kind of Monster. I like the drumming on that one, the build up to it. It just feels like it's brooding, but I like that song. That's track number 3. And then I was going between Saint Anger, which is the single, and the jail or prison, wherever they're at. I do like Invisible Kid. And, Sweet Amber, Shoot Me Again. So I would say it really came down to Shoot Me Again and Saint Anger. I ended up sticking on Saint Anger, just neck and neck, listen to those songs. I'm going to go top 3, Frantic, Some Kind of Monster, and Saint Anger for this album. It's worth giving it a listen to if you haven't yet. So years go by, Trujillo's in the band. Him and Kurt Hammett do these cool things where we'll do covers and just really great musicians. So Trujillo's just been an awesome member of Metallica as they, have kind of hit this next gear and huge shows. But after Saint Anger, we get the thrash starts to come back. Right. So this one's released in 2008. This is Death Magnetic. You get the Unforgiven 3. They're riding that Unforgiven thing for a while. Out of all the Unforgivens, this is the one I like the least. Still like it. It's decent. It's okay. But I like 1 the best, and then Unforgiven 2. I think that's a decent song. I like that one. But yeah, Unforgiven 3, it's just okay. But not one of my top 3 songs in here. I really dig All Nightmare Long. That's going to be my favorite song on this album. Good energy, good to work out to. You just feel like, again, you need to dig deep. You're at the gym, you're hitting hard, you're doing some manual labor, whatever it is, you're driving. All Nightmare Long's a good anthem to work out to. And then the other one I like is Broken, Beaten, Scarred. That's track number 3 here. Again, it just has some good hooks in it, good musicianship. So yeah, between that song and All Nightmare Long, those are going to be my top 2 songs, and they're just neck and neck. But yeah, I like that one quite a bit. And then Listen to Everything Again. Some of the songs they released that were getting more airplay, I don't really care for Cyanide. I just think it's mid Metallica, but people really like it. My Apocalypse was getting some airtime and some concert play. I think it's okay. I'm going to go more with the ballady song here. I think this is the most one that is catchy. I don't want to say Metallica with a pop feel, but I guess it has a little bit of a pop feel, is The Day That Never Comes. So we're going Broken, Beaten, Scarred, All Nightmare Long, and The Day That Never Comes for my top 3 songs on Death Magnetic. So then Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Once 8 years later, they made us wait a long time. And I ended up buying the deluxe edition. So you have some covers, and then there's a live concert in here too, which I think is a great addition to this one. I think it opens up with the thrashiest song on this album is Hardwired. But the song I like the best, and it has changed over time, but I liked it right away. And then I was really impressed when they performed at the award show and Lady Gaga played Moth into a Flame with them. Thought they did an excellent job with that. Lady Gaga really showed some metal chops with that tune. She's just that performance. She's talented. She's talented. I don't think any of her other music, but just seeing her perform, especially getting her on a piano and just singing, you just see kind of that raw ability right there without all the production, without all the show. That Lady Gaga's super, super talented. Moth into a Flame. Now That We're Dead, I like that one. It's probably, some of the other vibe that I like is you just shift into a different gear for Metallica. It's not straight in your face, thrashy. It's still a powerful song, but again, it has kind of more of that brooding feel, like I mentioned on a prior song. But yeah, Moth into a Flame, Now That We're Dead. And then it was is it Atlas Rise? Is it Hardwired? Is it Halo on Fire? Those are the three that I was battling for. But I'm going to go with, and I didn't dig this song right from the gate. It has grown on me, and I appreciate that it is absolute thrash. Are we going back to some Kill 'Em All type style? We're going to go Hardwired. That's going to be my third song on this album. So we're going Moth into a Flame, Now That We're Dead, and Hardwired. Top 3 songs. So one more record to do, studio album. This is going to be their latest release, 72 Seasons, released in 2023. Again, making us wait quite a while for these albums to come out, but they're long. I mean, I would argue they could shave off maybe 3 songs. I mean, this one's clocking in. You can see it, an hour, 17 minutes. So really, really long. The lead single, I believe, was Lux Eterna. That's my favorite song on this one, has been since I bought this record. Again, Trashy Roots, good energy, put it on that exercise workout playlist. Lux Eterna's cool. And then now 2 and 3 were battling. 72 Seasons, Shadows Follow, Too Far Gone, If Darkness Had a Sun. These were all the ones that I had to listen to back to back to back to see which ones were going to come in 2 and 3. So I'm going to go Too Far Gone. It's number 2. And then 72 Seasons, the album opener, is going to be my third favorite song on 72 Seasons. Last studio album that Metallica has out right now, my favorite songs are Lux Eterna, Too Far Gone, and 72 Seasons. All right, y'all. I didn't get into their S&M records because No Leaf Clover's on there. That's a cool one. I didn't do the Garage Days, the covers on anything live. Am I Evil? They own that song. I know they didn't write it, but they own Am I Evil. Love it. I think Bread Fan's cool. Another cover, Whiskey in the Jar, which they did from Thin Lizzy. They are just a talented band, and so I originally thought Am I Evil was one of their tunes, and so just studying Metallica, learning about them, they honor that song really well. I think is that Diamond Head? Is it Diamond Head that did Am I Evil? Maybe. Either way, excellent song. But yeah, go out, listen to Metallica, show them some love. But I'm curious your favorite songs from each record. Drop in the chat if you want to. But yeah, rock on, my friends. Take care.